find each of your names are on this board or on this list. Okay, so one person collects it automatically, the person becomes the team leader.
Well, right now we're getting ready to go into our rooms. Hopefully he's not sleeping on the floor. I'm a bit worried at this stage, but yeah, we'll find out.
You got a room yet?
I have no idea where my room is. I think I saw you.
Do entomology, so everywhere I go I have to catch insects.
Well, obviously it's Connect Camp, so I think it's going to be a lot of getting to know one another and stuff like that.
What I'm trying to gain from this is just connecting with different types of individuals, the way they think. We all have different perspectives. We're trying to build a community where we all have one common ground.
As a year-equipped group, we can become a community of people that are able to impact another community.
Let's see, who of you come from a community? Hopefully everyone. All of us are linked to a community, and we're going to discover what that community is as part of the first exercise.
The foundation seeks to bring together a group of young people who will one day be high-impact, responsible entrepreneurial leaders who will go out and impact some community, either where they come from or in the country or even globally.
If you really want to impact a community, it is really important to understand the dynamics not only of the community or the individuals that you impact, but your own story, because you'll take your story into that story. And as soon as you do that, you must realize that there can never only be one understanding of one story.
One of the foundation's pillars is spirit of significance. The spirit of significance is about empowering yourself first so that you can empower others. And this event, Equip Connect, is centered around the spirit of significance.
First, it starts with you. You must know yourself, develop yourself, know where you stand before you can be able to serve others.
Our second year candidate fellow cohort, they come here to make an impact in a community. This year is the first year that our year equips are working with the scholarship community.
Motivating them and getting rid of the negativity, balance, and also networking and seeking opportunities.
The candidate fellows have split up into the two groups that they'll be working with tomorrow. So they have to run a full program where they're going to interact with either the grade 9 group or the grade 8 group for the whole day.
Then why are you making it so emotional in the first place? So we're just working around the structure, different ideas are being thrown around about how we're going to actually connect with the young people and stuff, so it's pretty exciting.
So I was thinking of like a little, I don't know, not really like a skit. Okay, I call it the I am skit. So what happens is like, there's like, I don't know, maybe 10 people in like a row, right? And each one says something like, I am vulnerable.
We're going to have an amazing race, and an amazing race is going to display different elements of entrepreneurship, like there'll be fun activities where they can learn about what entrepreneurship is about.
What the fellowship wants us to learn is the ability to, first of all, work as a team towards achieving a particular goal.
For me, really, this whole idea behind the spirit of significance is not necessarily about me being great. It's about the ability I have and we have as a community to empower one another to be great.
I think us as a group did well giving the smaller voices a chance, because they often give one of the most compelling and interesting ideas.
Manage their money differently.
There's a balance between stepping up and leading and controlling, and just dictating and being loud and not considering everyone else's opinions.
Please, try your best to look your ideas. You've broken a few.
I am not enough, right? Yes. Rama, same thing, right?
The dining hall is here, so I think we must go up here, look at this place.
We want a backup plan for everything.
Yeah.
What we're going to be doing basically is going to be teaching them a song called The Fellow.
Delicious, eh? It's a vegetarian burger, just so people know.
I'm excited because we're about to present our ideas and to meet the scholars.
I can't wait for the fellowship song that you came up with. I think it's going to be a big hit. It's going to go platinum.
I think we're going to have some fun with the fellows.
We are playing Survivor. And it's basically a game where they're blindfolded and they have to go through this obstacle course, but they have all these voices talking to them. So the whole point is to listen to the voice of your leader and to familiarize yourself with the voice of your leader. And that is the only way, basically, that you're going to finish this game.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I am on the ground in what looks to be like a chain, a snake chain.
This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the it thing. As you can see, it's a basket, but unlike any other basket you've ever seen, it's compatible.
Basically what the scholars behind me are doing right now, they're learning how to pitch an idea, and what they're going to get out of this is just learning to be as resourceful as possible with anything they have.
We have a few ex-scholars in the fellowship.
It was a major shift for me coming from.
The ex-scholars share their story and share how their journey has led them to becoming Ellen Gray Orbis Foundation Fellows.
The hardest thing for me was like adapting to boarding school and like all the different personalities. Like I live with 75 other girls.
Like another one of the hardest things besides algebra for me was like trying to fit in with people who every single day when I ran after school say, hey guys, let's go to the shop. And I'm like, look at me, I look like I have money.
This is a learning for the candidate fellows, and in their journey towards making this impact, it's sort of like all the walls that were first built up get broken down slowly and slowly, and they're able to be their authentic selves, and that helps the scholars become more open to sharing and more open to engaging with them wholeheartedly.
Today we had a theme, okay? Basically the theme for today was I am. And what that is basically is understanding who you are, what you stand for.
I am afraid. I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid of disappointing myself.
My mother is uneducated and she isn't working. I am from a poor background.
I am insecure. I place too much emphasis on what people's expectations are of me. I am a candidate fellow.
The misconception very often that scholars have towards candidate fellows is that we're superheroes and we're superhumans and we're untouchable.
We are aware of these things. That's why we say, I am insecure, I am lost, and I am afraid sometimes, you know.
What I learned was that none of us are perfect, and in life there are going to be challenges on the road, but then the important thing is rising up.
Connecting with the larger Ellen Gray family was a really rejuvenating experience. I can finally see the vision where the foundation actually wants to go now, and I think it's going to be really, really, really awesome.
Everybody who's been in Equip before has shared a defining moment, has become part of this community.
Defining moment is a turning point in someone's story, a significant time that without that time their story wouldn't necessarily be the same. Defining moments are shared around a campfire in the one evening, and the reason why we do it is that it builds them close as a community. They go past being superficial with one another to being real.
So I think learning to understand why people are the way they are, why they're so driven and passionate, it was very refreshing. As much as we're all from different places and different walks of lives, but there's that common thread of wanting to change something dear to our heart.
I came here a really guarded person. I'm very much an introvert, very difficult for me to open up to people. But last night, for some reason, at that campfire, everyone just started opening up, and I'm talking like the most painful experiences that people have ever experienced. It's almost like being a family. That stuff I would tell to my parents, like people who are really, really close to me.
We are slowly but surely gelling together. Of course, at the beginning stages, there are differences in personality, and we had to deal with that.
You can actually grow in a space where people are louder than you, smarter than you, you know, maybe quicker than you in terms of thinking and responding to situations. I'm very shy by nature, but I put myself out there being center stage in some of the events, and I'm happy about that because I actually felt that I was growing.
I found one really cool specimen. It's this beach burrowing cricket. It's massive, and I found it in the bathroom. I'll probably be the only one who has it.
Drop all the assumptions. That's the biggest advice I'd give to myself, and that would help me so much more in my ability to engage with people more freely.
what this event did was connect my understanding of the spirit of significance to what it is in practice. And that was the defining moment for me in this camp.